Hello children. Now we have completed at the most 7 lessons of an alien hand. So we'll be moving to the next lesson, that is lesson number 8, the bear story. You can see here on the screen. Remove an alien hand book, and from that lesson number 8, sorry, the bear story, page number 52. So we are going to see the new story, that is the bear story. Now if you see here, we'll start with the story now. See, there was once a lady who lived in an old manor house on the border of a big forest. There was once a lady and she was living in an old house, and that was on the border of a big forest. This lady had a pet bear. She was very fond of it, and this lady was very fond of this pet bear. It had been found in the forest, and she found this bear in the forest, and that bear was half dead of hunger. Because of hunger, the bear was half dead, and so small, and it was very small and helpless, and that it had to be brought up on the bottle by the lady and the old cook. That bear was very small, and she brought that bear at home. And what she did, she has to feed that bear on the small bear on the bottle, and that lady she took the help of the old cook also. This was several years ago, and now it had grown up to a big bear. After some years, this small bear, it grew up to a big bear. So it was very big and strong that he could have slain a cow and carried it away between his two paws if he had wanted to. This bear was now very strong, and it was very powerful. That much powerful, we can say, that that bear could carry a cow. He could kill that cow and carry it between his two paws, and if he wanted to do that, but he did not want to. He did not want to harm the cow. He was a most amiable bear who did not dream of harming anybody. This bear did not like to harm anybody. Any man also or any animal or beast also. He used to sit outside his kennel and look with his small intelligent eyes most amicably at the cattle grazing in the field nearby. This bear used to sit in front of the kennel, and used to look to all the animals or the cattle they were grazing in the field nearby. And he was very small, he was very strong, also he was bear was very intelligent. The three shaggy mountain ponies in the stable knew him well and did not mind in the least when he shuffled into the stable with his mistress. And this bear was staying with his mistress. He was staying with his mistress with this. 3 ponies were there in the stable, and this bear was staying with them. The children used to ride on his back and had more than once been found asleep in his kennel between his two paws. See, that bear was so friendly that the children, they used to ride on that bear's back, and they sometimes slept in the kennel also between the paws of that bear. The 3 dogs loved to play all sorts of games with him, and there were 3 small dogs. They loved to play with this bear. They used to pull his ears and his stumps of a tail and tease him every way. These dogs, 3 dogs, they used to tease that bear, but he did not mind it in the least. But this bear never mind anything about these dogs or anybody else. He had never tasted meat. This bear, he never ate non-veg or meat, we can say. He ate the same food as the dogs, and often out of the same plate bread. So whatever food was given to the dogs, same food this bear used to eat, like bread, porridge, potato, cabbage, turnip. This all food this bear used to eat. He had a fine appetite, and his friend the cook saw it to it that he got his fill. And he has a fine appetite means his stomach was always in a proper condition, and he never had any complaints about his stomach. And his friend was that cook. So the cook also used to take care of this bear. Then bears are vegetarians if they have a chance, and fruit is what they like best. Bears, we find mostly bears are vegetarians, and also they like fruits. Okay, in the autumn he used to sit and look with wistful eyes at the ripening apples in the orchard. In the autumn season he used to sit and look to the apples which were ripe and which were sweet in the orchard. And in his young days he had been sometimes unable to resist the temptation to climb the tree and help himself to a handful of them. And when this bear was young, he also tried to remove those apples from the tree, and he had also that apples. Then bears look clumsy and slow in their movements. If you see the body structure of the bear, they look very lazy, but actually they are not. Bears look clumsy and we feel they are slow in their movements. But try a bear with an apple tree and you will soon find out that he can easily beat any schoolboy at that game. If you try any bear, if you suppose if there is an apple tree and if you tell a bear to go and catch that apple, that bear can do it easily. How a schoolboy can climb the tree and remove an apple. Then now he had learned that it was against the law, but he kept his small eyes wide open for any apples that fell to the ground. This bear was unable to climb the tree, but what he has done, he used to keep an eye on the ground, that when the apple will fall down on the ground and when I will get it and eat it. There had also been some difficulties about the beehives. He had been punished for this by being put on the chain for 2 days with a bleeding nose, and he had never done it again. What did you know? He had there was a beehive and he went and I think he did some mischief with them, and the bees, they bit this bear and his nose was bleeding because of that. That was like a punishment for him. Otherwise he was never put on the chain except, and he used to do such thing. So what this lady, she did, she put him in the chain because he used to do all sorts of this mischief. But this what had happened, see, otherwise he was never put on the chain except for the night. Only at the night time this lady used to put him in the chain, but because of this mischievous things he used to do, this lady, what she did, she put him in the chain for day also and for night also, and quite rightly so, for a bear, like a dog, is apt to get somewhat ill-tempered if kept on the chain, and no wonder. And this bear now, it had become really very tempered because he was not liking to tied up in a chain. He was also put on the chain, was also put on the chain on Sundays. Even on Sundays, when his mistress went to spend the afternoon with her married sister, this bear, she was this bear is there, no, this bear was not left on Sundays also, and his mistress, they went to spend the afternoon with her married sister, who lived in a solitary house on the other side of the mountain lake. There was one house, and there that mistress, sister, she used to stay, and this mistress, she used to go and enjoy with her married sister. It was not supposed to be good for him to wander about in the forest with all its temptations. It was better to be on the other side. So what it is told, it was not supposed to be good for him to wander. It was not good for him to wander in the forest with all its temptation. Means he was really very angry because he was tied up, but it was better to be on the safe side. And what he used to think, it's okay, I was out of the forest because it is safe side for me. He was also a bad sailor and had once taken such a fright at a sudden gust of wind that he had upset the boat, and he and his mistress had to swim to the shore. And he was not a good swimmer also. He was not able to swim in the water. Once what had happened, he and his mistress, when they went into the water or into the river, they were stuck up in that water and they were unable to come out. But this mistress, what she did, she had to swim to the shore, taking this bear also. Now he knew quite well what it meant when his mistress put him on the chain on Sundays. Now he came to know why I am chained on Sundays also. With a friendly tap on his head and the promise of an apple on her return, if he had been good during her absence. What his mistress told you? No. See, now I am going out to my married sister, and I have to go and enjoy with her. So when I will come back, I will give you an apple. She used to promise that bear that I will give you an apple when I will come back. But when I will give you an apple, when you will be good when I am not here. He was sorry but resigned like a good dog. And then what he did, he used to behave like a good animal. When his mistress tells him he cannot come with her for a walk, when his mistress tells him he cannot come with her for a walk, and his mistress used to tell him that he cannot come with her for a walk. One Sunday, when the lady had chained him up as usual and was about halfway through the forest. Now this one day, what this lady did, she chained him one day, and she went through the forest. She suddenly thought she heard the cracking of a tree branch on the winding footpath behind her. As she was walking in the forest, she could hear the cracking of the tree branch, and it was at the back of her. She looked back and was horrified to see the bear coming along full speed. And when she saw at the back, she saw that bear was running with the full speed at the back of her. Bears look as if they move along quite slowly, but they shuffle along much faster than a trotting horse. If you see to the body structure of a bear, we feel like as if they are unable to walk fast also. But bears, they run very fast, faster than the trotting horse. In a minute he had joined her, and in a minute that bear, he joined that lady, panting and sniffing to take up his usual place. Then he came and started panting and sniffing at her, dog fashion at her heels, and near her heels he started panting and sniffing to that lady. The lady was very angry. Now she was very angry. Why this bear is troubling me? She was angry with that bear. She was already late for lunch, and she was late for the lunch. There was no time to take him back home, and she was not having time to take him back home, again chain him up and again move to her work through the forest. She was very angry on that bear. She did not want him to come with her, and this lady, she did not want that bear should come with her. And besides, it was very naughty of him to have disobeyed her. And what she thought, this bear really, he is very naughty and he is not obeying only her. Nowadays he is not behaving properly. So she was very angry on that bear. She told him in her severest voice to go back at once. She started shouting at that bear, and she started telling him that now only you have to go home. Means she was so much angry on that bear. She shouted at that bear, and she was angry also because this bear was not obeying that lady. Then menacing him and with her parasol, he stopped a moment and looked at her with his cunning eyes. And this bear, he did not bother only for her. He was just standing and he was just looking with the cunning eyes to that lady. What is going to happen, or what was happening? We'll see now. And what she said, see, he stopped a moment and looking at her with his cunning eyes, but did not want to go back and kept on sniffing at her. This bear did not want to go back, and he was just going on sniffing at her leg, at her heel. When the lady saw that he had even lost his new collar, she got still more angry. And when she saw that the belt they put in the animal snake, you have seen, see that he has lost that collar also, and now she was more angrier than before because he has lost the collar also. And hit him on the nose with his parasol so hard that it broke into two pieces. She was having that parasol, and with that parasol she hit him on his nose, and that parasol, it broke into two pieces. With such a great with great like anger, she hit that bear on his nose. He stopped again, shook his head and opened his big mouth several times as if he wanted to say something. But this something is wrong, something was wrong with this bear. What was that? He stopped there. He stopped there, he shook his head and he opened his big mouth. He opened his big mouth many times and as if he wanted to tell something to that lady. Then he turned round and began to shuffle, and what he did? He turned round and he began to shuffle back the way. He started moving back. He had come stopping now and then to look at the lady, till at last he lost sight of him, and he was waiting there and he was looking to that lady till the time he could not see that lady again. So he was standing and waiting over there. Then when the lady came home in the evening, the bear was sitting in his usual place outside his kennel. And when this lady, she came back in the evening, she saw that the bear was sitting in his usual place outside the kennel and looking very sorry for himself, and as if he felt very sorry that I have done some mistake, I have done some mischievous act with that lady, as if he was sitting very he wanted to say sorry to that lady. In that way he was sitting out of the kennel. The lady was still very angry. Now the lady, she did not lose, she lost her temper. She was still angry on that bear because he did not behave properly in the morning. She went up to him and began to scold him most severely and said, now she started scolding that bear more severely. Again and again she started shouting at that bear and said he would have to be chained for 2 more days. She said, now I am going to chain you for 2 more days again because you are not at all listening to me. You are just disobeying me, and I told you not to come back of me. Then too you are not listening. You are doing such things. I don't want to talk to you. I am going to give you a punishment. I am going to chain you for 2 more days now. The old cook, who loved the bear as if he had been her son, rushed out from the kitchen very angry. And this the old cook who loved the bear, the old cook, she used to love that bear, and as if he had been her son, rushed out from the kitchen bear. And the bear, she was really very angry on that. The cook was very angry on that lady because this lady was again and again she was shouting and she was scolding that bear. Then what she said, see, what are you scolding him for, Mrs.? said the cook. Now cook was angry because that lady, she was getting angry on the bear. She was shouting at the bear. So this cook was also very angry, and she said, why are you scolding that this bear? Then he has been as good as gold the whole day. Bless him. She is saying that whole day he behaved very properly. He was listening to you. He obeyed you, and why are you scolding him? He has been sitting here quite still on his haunchless, as meek as an angel, looking the whole time towards the gate for you to come back. And why are you shouting at him? See, from morning he is sitting outside here on that bench and he is looking at you. He is looking at the gate that when my mistress, she will come and when I will meet her. So why are you behaving like this? Means what? The bear story. From this story, what we can say, children, that see, though the animals, we kept them as a pet at our home, but really they obey us, they like us, and they help us in many ways. So we should not be angry on them. We should try to understand that what they want to say or what they wish to say to you, or what means what problems they are having, or from any are they suffering from any disease, are they nervous, or sometimes they may be more possessive, they did not want to leave you. So this was about the bear story. The same thing had happened with the bear, and I hope children you have liked this story, the bear story. So if you have any pet at your home, you have to take care of that animal, you have to take care of that pet. You should be more friendly with those pets. You should love them. Whatever things they need, like they need some vegetables, they need like some fruits, whatever they like, we have to provide them. We have to take care of those animals. If they are sick, you have to nurse them, you have to take care of the pet, because see children, we human being, we can tell whatever problems we have. If we are in need of anything, if we are not feeling well, or any other thing, we can tell those things. But the animals, they are not able to say anything. They just they show all the things by their action, and we should try to understand that. We should know that what things they want to tell us. So this was all about the bear story. This lady, she only has brought this bear when it was very small, it was wounded, and what she did, she took him home and she nursed him, she brought him that bear up, and she gave nice food to that bear. Also she took care of that bear. So in this way, the thing is what, from this lesson or from this story, I want to tell you that you should be friendly with the animals, you should take care of them, and whatever things they are in need, you have to provide them. So if you see children now, go through this story, read the story once again, and try to solve the question answers also on your own. Just we'll go through the lesson exercise over here. See, answer the following questions. Where did the lady find the bear cub? Where did the lady find? She found the bear cub when she was in the big forest. Okay, that time she found the bear. How did she bring it up? She gave bottle of, she fed, or she brought up the bear on the bottle. Second, see, the bear grew up, but he was a most amiable bear. Give 3 examples to prove this. You can get this answer in the first paragraph. Okay, means we can say amiable bear means who did not dream of harming. Amiable means it was like a pet animal. You know, children bear, they live in forest. They are wild animal actually, but they as they are kept at home, we take care of them and we look after them, and they behave like pet animal or domestic animal. So you can give 3 reasons for this question, that 3 examples you can give that to prove that the bear was amiable bear. How we can say? Because see, if you, how we can say that the bear was amiable? Because first thing is what, the bear did not harm anybody, not for the man, nor for the any animal. And the other thing is what, he used to see the cattle grazing in front of his kennel, but he never hurt the cattle or any other animal. Then the third thing is what, the children used to sit on his back and they used to ride, and sometimes the children, they used to go and sleep in the kennel also. And the 3 dogs also, they love to play games with this bear. So many things are there about the bear to prove that the bear was amiable bear. Third question, what did the bear eat? The bear eat all the vegetarian, like vegetables, turnip, then cabbage, potato, bread, porridge, all these things the bear used to eat. There were 2 things he was not allowed to do. What were they? See what 2 things he was not allowed to do, that he should not leave the place and go. He has to sit in the house only, and he should not tease any other animals or do any other mischievous things. That was not liked by the lady. When was the bear tied up with a chain? When once what he had done, he went and he teased those beehive, and because of that his nose started bleeding, and for that sake the lady, what she did, she chained him up, so that next time he should not do such thing. Fifth question, what happened when one Sunday when the lady was going to her sister's house? What did the lady do? What was the bear's reaction? See, one day as she was going to her sister's house, what this bear do? He went and he started sniffing, and he was he was sniffing, and he was panting to her heel, and he wanted to tell something. What was the reaction of that bear? The bear did not want that lady should go there, because he might be feeling lonely at home. Okay, means they are so much attached to us, they did not like that we should leave them and go. Then last question, if you see, why was the bear looking sorry for himself in the evening? Why did the cook get angry with her mistress? Last question, if you see, the bear was sorry for himself because he had he disobeyed in the morning, and he troubled that lady. He did not want that lady should go away from there. So the bear looked sorry for himself, as if he wanted to say sorry to the lady. Why did the cook get angry with her mistress? The cook was angry with her mistress because she was getting angry on that lady. Because if you see in the picture, that bear was sitting very coolly, very calmly on the bench, and he was looking at the gate, that when my lady, lady she will come, when my owner she will come, and she will talk to me, or she will be with me. So she felt very sorry. This cook, she felt very sorry. Poor bear got the scoldings from the lady, and that's why this cook, she got angry on that lady, because this bear was waiting for that lady, and this lady, she was going on scolding to that bear. So this was the sixth answer for that. Now if you see, discuss the following topics in groups. Here two topics are there that you have to discuss in groups. What is that? See, most people keep dogs and cats as pets. We keep dogs and cats as pets. Can you think of some unusual pets that people keep? Yes, do we keep a tiger? Do we keep a lion or elephant or camel? Okay. No, we don't keep these wild animals, because sometimes if they are pet, if we pet them, they will behave like us. They will they doesn't harm us. But if they are wild animals, they may harm us, or they may do some such thing that we will be in a trouble, or we will be in a problem. So we don't keep these animals at home. We usually keep only pets at home. And second thing, if you see, the second bear did not attack the lady. The second bear did not attack the lady because he was afraid of her. Do you agree? Yes, do you agree with this, that the bear was afraid of that lady? So he did not attack the lady? No, he did not attack the lady because he was afraid of her. He was not afraid of her, but he was more possessive, he was more loving to that lady, and that's why he did not attack the lady. So these are the two things, two questions are there, children. Whenever you will get time, you just discuss with your family members, with your parents or with your friends, that these two things you can sit and discuss with your friends, with your parents also, that really these such things are there or what. Can we keep the other pets at home? Or the second thing, that whether the second bear did not attack that lady because he was afraid of that lady. It's not the thing. So I hope, children, you have understood this lesson. You have enjoyed the story also of this, the bear story. So these question answers are there. If you can see here on the screen, all 6 question answers. You just you know the story, so you just try to write the answers on your own. I have explained also whichever answers are there for the specific questions. I hope you have understood the story, and once again you read the story and try to understand what moral you are going to get through this story. I hope children you like the story. Thank you.